Coming up, the ex-director of the Iowa Hillel House is under legal fire. And later, get out your donations and your dancing shoes. The 26th annual dance marathon is on its way.
Coming up in sports, we have the ultimate ending to a movie Hawk fans have seen plenty of times.
Summer temperatures in September. I'll tell you more in a few minutes.
Monday morning edition of DITV. Don't go anywhere, DITV starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Abby Napolis. David Weltman, the former director of the Louis Shulman Hillel Foundation, was charged with sexual assault of a minor. Hillel International confirmed Weltman is no longer an employee of the organization. The incident is suspected to have taken place at the Hillel House earlier this year. The 9-year-old victim reported that Weltman forcefully violated him during a Hebrew lesson. After authorities investigated further, he was taken into custody. Weltman is being held at the Johnson County Jail and his bond has been set at $100,000. The preliminary hearing for the case is set for September 23rd. We will continue to bring you updates as the story unfolds. Following a shooting that took place this summer, a mental evaluation of a suspect has been ordered. 25-year-old Sierra Lewis has charged with a felony after shooting an ICPD officer multiple times in the face with a BB gun. Lewis's lawyer filed a motion for a mental evaluation to determine whether or not the defendant is fit to appear in court. The hearing is scheduled for October 23rd, and the evaluation will take place at the Iowa Medical and Classification Center in Coralville. The trial is scheduled for December 17th, and we will bring you an update after the evaluation takes place. Well, we are well into halfway of September, and the heat is just not letting up, so let's toss it over to Mackenzie in the weather studio to see how that's going on.
Thanks, Abby. This week is going to feel a lot like summer. This morning will be partly cloudy with temperatures in the upper 60s. This evening will be sunny with temperatures in the mid-80s. Let's take a look at our extended forecast. Tuesday will be partly sunny with a high of 86 and a low of 68. Wednesday will be even warmer with partly sunny skies and a high of 88 and a low of 70. Thursday has a 40% chance of scattered storms with a high of 85 and a low of 70. Friday will again have a 40% chance of scattered storms with a high of 86 and a low of 72. You won't be needing your winter coats anytime soon. Go enjoy the warm weather, Hawkeyes. Back to you, Abby.
Dance Marathon has announced its campaign for their 26th year. We have DITV reporter Emily Callahan standing by in the newsroom with more. Emily?
Thanks, Abby. So Dance Marathon has just announced their 26th campaign, which is entitled We Fight Together. Last year's campaign was Shape Your Impact and focused on what each person can do. But this year, DM wants to focus more on what can be done as a group. Executive Director Ali Studding says the theme of connection is crucial to the fight against pediatric cancer. DM Morale Captain and Senior Aaron Caldwell said dancers already want to get more involved than last year because the campaign creates community. The new We Fight Together slogan demonstrates to both the families and the dancers that everyone involved is a part of one team, fighting for the same cause. Support families struggling with pediatric cancer, and the new We Fight Together campaign highlights that better than ever. Although the big event this year won't be until February, dancers are already campaigning and raising money now.
Thank you, Emily. The Sigh-Hawk rivalry is the most iconic showdown in Iowa history, but the beef hasn't been around since the beginning of college football. Ben Godar, a Native American and longtime college football fan, wanted to tell the history of the legendary Sigh-Hawk series. Godar directed and produced Birth of a Sigh-Hawk, a documentary that follows a group of fans and their reaction to the Iowa versus Iowa State game. Before 1977, the Hawkeyes and Cyclones had not played against each other for 43 years. Fans demanded the return of the rivalry, leading to the universities creating a series for both teams to go head-to-head. Originally, the teams competed for a brass trophy and a walnut. The trophy eventually was replaced in 2011. The film debuted at the Julian Dubuque Festival in April and has been shown locally around the state. Sigh-Hawk weekend may be over, but if you're looking to remind yourself why it's a Hawkeye state, make sure to give it a watch. On that note, we'll toss it over to Kim in the sports studio with more.
Thanks, Abby. You're so right. It definitely is a Hawkeye state. Kirk Ferentz and the Hawks Matt Campbell and the Cyclones, and it was a lot of Keith Duncan who put Iowa on the board first with a field goal. But that stopped things for the Hawks when the Cyclone, I'm talking about the weather, not the team, gave us a 2+ hour long rain delay. But when things got started again, so did Duncan. Hawks trailed 7-6 at half, and the Hawks finally got in the end zone with a short run from Stanley. Iowa up 15-9 after State took the lead. Duncan sealed the Iowa W, and the Hawks won 18-17 to take that Sigh Hawk trophy home for the 5th year in a row.
Bro, it was not fun. I actually took a nap in between one of the delays, but you know, we were just told that the game is still going to go on. We were thinking, we didn't know if it was going to schedule or not, but when we were told that the game is still going, you know, we were still locked in. And as you've seen, like, it was a battle through all the 4 quarters, and we stayed strong through it all.
Love it, right? that's what we play for, our trophy games. You know, Iowa State, they're a great team. They got phenomenal fans. Love playing them. Oh my gosh, love playing them, and I love walking out. Their student section's full. I was talking to you know, some of the specialists, and I remember from 2 years ago when we came here, I'm like, the student section's full right when we walk in, and I love it. So we love the atmosphere, and we love to be the underdogs.
Coming out, I mean, I really left it all out there. Second half, I really just trying to play my hardest, get the ball back for the offense so we could score. And I mean, I just had to let them know it was a Hawkeye State. That was it.
Gino is right. It is a Hawkeye State, and this game was the most memorable in recent history. One big reason behind that was College Game Day becoming College Ames Day for morning. Here's a look at the sights and sounds leading up to the big game. After all the fun this weekend, it's probably not a bad thing the Hawks have a bye week. But the boys are back. Iowa baseball opened up their fall season this Friday when they hosted the Ontario Blue Jays, ending the night with a score of 30-6 in 14 innings. The Blue Jays put a run on the board first, but it didn't take long for the Hawks to catch up. 14 innings, including 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs, one which came from freshman Peyton Williams. His first collegiate at-bat was also his first grand slam of his career at Iowa. Williams ended the night going 4 for 7 with 5 RBIs. The Hawks also worked their bullpen, cycling through 14 different pitchers, 5 of them throwing out 1, 2, 3 innings. Iowa will continue their fall ball this weekend when they host their annual Scout Day this Friday at Duane Banks. But we're out of time today, so come back tomorrow for more on the Sigh Hawk game and a look at Iowa field hockey's game against number 2 Duke.
Roll Hawks and Surf Dogs. Last Sunday, the 14th annual Surf Dogs Surfathon features dogs who are up for adoption. Not only were the dogs surfing, but they were also competing for the best costume. The event was hosted in Del Mar, California to raise money for the Helen Woodward Animal Center. Visitors were also given the opportunity to find out how they can adopt. I mean, who wouldn't want a surfing dog? After another great Iowa victory, we are sending you off with footage of the Hawks, reuniting with their hardware once again. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. If that isn't enough of the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out our print edition of the news on stands now. For DITV News, I'm Abby Napolis. Have a great day, Iowa City.